I fell in love with baseball when I was about 5 years old. I'm now 63 years older, and I'm still in love with baseball. What's never changed is my love of sport and my deep-seated belief that it helps make the student experience and the human experience a richer and more satisfying one. I've served in various capacities with the NCAA. I was a board member for 5 years. I was chair of the executive committee for 2 years and served as chair of the Committee on Academic Performance for 10 years. Student athletes are students first and always will be for everything I'm involved in. And I think that's what the NCAA stands for. Miles Brand used to say, we're an educational association. I believed him when he said it. It inspired me to do great things. And I believe that if we are going to be successful, we have to continue to keep our eye on that ball. I had joined the board in 2002 as a representative of the America East Conference. I discovered in my first meeting that there was a working group of presidents who were interested in improving the academic performance of student athletes. I did know something about academics, so I decided to join this working group. But as I got into it, I really became involved with an enormously interesting and wonderful group of people who are devoted to the same thing. A world of relationships that I wouldn't have had if I hadn't done it, and it gave me a very meaningful way to influence important public policy decisions about intercollegiate athletics, something that I feel very strongly about and love, and it was a way that I could give back to this world of intercollegiate sports that wouldn't have been available to me otherwise. All along, the goal was we want to improve student athletes' graduation success. And if we can do that, we will have succeeded. And now, 10 years after we started, the graduation rates for student athletes are up about 10 percentage points from where we began. Every single sport has improved. We've been able to change the culture of Division I intercollegiate athletics in this country, and we have changed it profoundly. Almost 14,000 student athletes have graduated over the past decade who would not have graduated had we not improved the standards for performance of student athletes. Having done that, we have allowed 14,000 people to have richer and more satisfying lives than they would have had before. I can't think of anything that gives me more happiness and pride than that statistic. And so for me, that's what 10 years of hard work has brought. And I think all of us, there are probably 50 or 60 people who have worked on that committee over the years I've chaired it. I think all of us take enormous pride in that. I think of the things that I've accomplished in my life that I've been rewarded for. This may be at the very top. First of all, I had the great good fortune of knowing President Ford and Betty, his wife. Both my wife Diane and I knew them. He was an alumnus of the University of Michigan, a rather famous one, and when I was there on several occasions, I had the ability to spend time with him and help him do certain things for the university. So then receiving an award that's named for him is a really important thing for me. Secondly, to be recognized with a group of people who have received the Ford Award earlier is just, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing in this group. It's Father Hesburgh and Mr. Friday and Billie Jean King and Pat Summitt and Miles Brand. I take enormous satisfaction in thinking that, like all those people, I did something to improve the experience of a great deal of human beings who love sport. And so what I hope people will say about me is that he helped make that experience a richer and more satisfying one for the student athletes.